Hi. Hello. What's going on? I was just about to pour myself a glass of wine. I just got out of the bath. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm in like a... I did not realize how much was in there. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm in a very relaxed, like I'm very zen right now. I feel really calm. I also started a new Instagram just for myself. Maybe you could follow, but wait, why did I just get an Instagram notification? Okay. I made sure I was private because I was like, I'm not. Somebody gave me a little ring-a-ding the other day because I posted with a cigarette and it accidentally ended up on Facebook because somehow like on my one Instagram account, like not a lot of people follow. It like ended up on Facebook. So somebody called somebody and said that I'm going like on a bad path because I posted with a cigarette. That was like really fucking annoying actually. I started like bawling crying. Well, that also just made me realize like I gotta stop caring what people are saying about me. I don't think like many people are talking about me, but I was like, wow, this should not be affecting me this much. Like I was full on in, did I show you the video? I was in line at In-N-Out and I got the call, started sobbing. Let me find it. No, I don't have plans tonight. On purpose, very much so. Oh, here. I first started it because I wanted to just like film my order at In-N-Out because it was like the second time I had been there. And then it was just like, bam, bitch. It's 2 clips of like me being like, hi, I think. And then the next one, me sobbing, crying. That's me laughing. That's me crying.
Bad idea to answer that. So sad. I just wanted a burger. Need a fucking burger and everybody to shut the fuck up about what they think about me and my life while I'm going.
Vibes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get a burger and some fries, protein style or animal style or whatever it's called. Oh shit, am I ordering now? Am I?
Then I accidentally got in like the wrong language, I think, and had to apologize.
Sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
Then ever since then, I feel like I've been meditating. Not since then, but I was like, I really can't care this much about what people are thinking about me. I also did have in the bath, I had a glass of wine, so this just like my second last one. But I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm on the crazy path. Apparently, okay, I've been seeing on TikTok a lot. Well, first, there's a snowstorm in Nashville. It's gonna start tomorrow, so I'm snowed in. I'm like actually so excited. I've been seeing on TikTok, I don't know which one you're actually supposed to like go off of. I've been really into horoscopes and all that stuff. And apparently you're supposed to go off of your Venus for your style. Like you're supposed to dress as your Venus. And my Venus is in Aries, which is crazy because that's like the only fire placement that I have in my chart. I think I have like one in Sagittarius, but it's the one that goes like every something years. So it's not even like, it doesn't even stay. Which also I've been thinking about this with my chart. Like my one friend I was like, is it bad that I don't have any fire placements? Like I feel like it's really sad that I'm like all water. I have 3 of my placements are in Pisces. That's fucking horrendous. I mean, I feel like I'm doing fine with it. In the past, I don't think I was great with it. Looking back, which this is another topic I want to bring up, is what I would say to my 17-year-old self. When I was 17, that shit affected me. I'm just going off of my co-star. I've Cancer, Pisces, Pisces. I have Gemini, that's my moon, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, and then Aries and Sagittarius. Like, I don't understand what it means either. I'm getting like more into it, but I do understand that my Venus is my love life and it's supposed to be fiery. What the fuck to fire? Yeah, like I'm looking every which way. Where the fuck's the fire? Anyways, so I originally looked up on Pinterest, which that's why I brought my tablet. Yes, my tablet. I'm gonna use my tablet. To look up how I was supposed to dress as Aries and Venus. It was all red. I feel like I'm embodying the red now. This is the only red clothing I own, sadly. My face is pretty red and my lips, so I feel like that's you know, good for something. But then it brought up Cancer Rising makeup, and I'm a Cancer Rising, and it's very like whimsical and hold on, it's like very, can you see that? Am I showing the right thing? Yeah. This is the makeup. It's like winged. I don't know, but that was my plan for the night. You just happen to call. Oh, so like this. But then I have that glitter palette that I'm like, I'm doing something with that freaking glitter. I'm not spending all this money on nothing. I honestly didn't have a terrible day, except the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life today happened. And it's so hard for me to actually admit this out loud because basically I went to the grocery store today because everybody's stocking up. I'm gonna just do like a simple base at first. I think we should do like dark wing. I feel like that'd be cool to try because I don't try that stuff. Yeah, like this. Can you see? But I went to the grocery store and I got berries, and I totally forgot that I had told my mom, like, I need berries and bananas for this storm. Totally forgot I said that. So she ended up going to the store and buying me those. And when I was away earlier today, she dropped them off. Well, I come home and I'm like, oh my gosh, I already, like, thankfully, very grateful. Very, very grateful. Not saying I'm not, but I just had way too much food for like me alone to eat. I was like, I'm going to an area where there's like usually homeless people who stand at the red lights that I have to stop at. This is so annoying. It's like funny looking back, but at the same time, it just like really pisses me off. Because I was trying to do something good. I'm not gonna lie. It was like one of those things that I was like, this is gonna make me feel good, which might have been the universe slapping me in the face and being like, humble yourself. After work, is this making sense? Wait, let me start the story over. I don't think I'm making sense. Basically, when my mom like dropped off the groceries, I was like, okay, I have to give these to somebody. I don't want to throw them away, or like if I don't give them to somebody, I'm going to end up throwing them away. So I was like, okay, after work, I'm going to give a homeless person these groceries. Why isn't this? Okay, fine. I also dropped soup outside of my house that I still have not cleaned up because I was leaving for work. It's just, it's been a day, okay? Honestly, it really has not been that great of a day, but I'm trying to stay in good spirits. I see this guy walking. I rolled down my window, mind you, like I'm at an intersection that is extremely busy. I already knew I was about to get honked at, or I was gonna piss somebody off. I stop, I roll down my window and I say, excuse me, sir, do you want some free groceries? Like, so nice. He comes over to the car, I give him the first bag, and then he says something to me, and I was like, in my brain, I was like, there's just no fucking way he just said that to me. I grabbed the second bag, and I look at him, and I was like, excuse me, what did you just say? He was like, ugh! I hate, ugh! This like actually makes me so upset. Ooh, I started gagging on the way home. Like this shit genuinely pisses me off. Maybe there was a part of me that wanted to do it in a way that was like, yes. I was hoping the universe would see that and be like, oh, you're good. Here's some good voo-voo, you know, woo-woo, whatever it's called. And the guy looks at me and goes, now bring your cute little pussy over here. Like, okay, maybe it's like funny now. Not me, but like saying it out loud is just such a like wow. And he said that the first time, so I had to ask him to say it again, basically. By being like, excuse me, what did you just say? And then he said it again. I was like, oh, okay, bye. And I rolled up my window. Started gagging. I actually had to send, this is the voice memo I sent to my friend because I just like didn't know how to react. I'm at a loss for words right now and I don't know who to tell about this. But yeah. I had like extra groceries. Yep. No, and I have too much food, so I might as well give it to a homeless person. Yep. And I was like giving this guy food. I'm lost for words. I think I'm gonna go home and go to sleep because like, yeah, I almost did. And he looked at me and he was like, I can't even say it out loud. No. We're good though. I was like, I know something that's gonna make me happier, and that is gonna be going home and trying my Venus, my Venus makeup look. Actually came home, I made some soup, made some popcorn and chocolate, which actually ended up hurting my stomach because when I was at the grocery store, I saw that AMC released their own microwavable popcorn. Love AMC popcorn. The only thing is something with the butter. I can have any other type of popcorn, literally any other type of popcorn besides the AMC one, because afterwards I always leave the movie theater so sick to my stomach. There's something in the butter that just like erupts in my guts. I know that's like probably not the best way to put it, but oh, I saw it at the grocery store. I was like, this is exotic. Like, I have to get this. I made it tonight, and then I put some Tony's Chocolonis pieces in it because my favorite thing is chocolate and popcorn. I feel like we're good. Like, we need to do minimal. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a bath. Wait, I'm so sorry. I'm having such an intrusive thought to go outside and smoke a cigarette. Would that be crazy of me? Maybe I can put it off for a second. I get into the bath and I'm like, I feel like what's the best way to put it? A pillar of rocks, slowly but painfully just crawling down the mountain. And the mountain is my intestines. That's what it felt like. So now I'm here. I took a bath. I'm better. It sucks because now I have to go to the grocery store and get the regular popcorn. But I want the AMC popcorn. What the fuck is that, AMC? Is it cancer? My mom would tell you it's cancer. My mom would genuinely be like, the toxins, they're gonna kill you. They're killing you, Haley. The mercury inside your body, the iron, your iron. That's like how my mom talks to me. And I'm just like, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. The fact that I went into chemistry class 10th grade of high school and knew, you know what I'm talking about? The like, you know what? I wasn't the best at school. They're like all abbreviated. I didn't know the abbreviations pretty well, but I knew the names because my mother sent me to doctors who are all like, ooh, ooh, which this is why she can't get mad at me for being into horoscopes, because she sent me to doctors with bird names. And when I say bird names, like the first doctor I was ever sent to was named Dr. Quack. And I'm being so serious. And the second doctor I was ever sent to was Dr. Robin. Again, I'm not making that up. That's just fucked up itself. And they didn't know each other. It was in different states. We had moved from Pennsylvania to Tennessee. How did that happen? One of my doctors actually snitched on me for vaping in 9th grade. Pretty fucked up if you ask me. He told my mother, hey, she has nicotine in her lungs. My mom was like, that doesn't sound about right. There's no nicotine in our house. Oh yes, there was. It was just under my bed. It was a Juul. Silver. Menthol pod. 5%. Okay, sorry. Maybe it was mint though. I don't remember exactly. What was I saying though about the popcorn? But I got into the bath and now I'm feeling jiffy. Oh, the 17-year-old self thing. Well, okay, I was just thinking today of like what I would tell my 17-year-old self. Like if I had the opportunity right now to go and share words of wisdom, what would it be? It would be a lot. I think I would literally look at that version of me and say like, just like actually close that in my hand and it really hurt. I like gave myself a headache. Yeah, I think I jiggled something up there. Like actually it's pounding now. That's like the first thing I would do. And that's the second. And then I think it would just be like, love yourself. God damn it. Chill the fuck out and love yourself. You know, like let's calm down here. We are okay. You have no idea how good you have it, I think is what I would say. There's a lot that I would like, okay. Let me preface this. 17, junior year, started off well. There were like high hopes. Somewhere along the lines, I want to call it November. Depression, anxiety, the worst thoughts you could ever think about yourself. I would like get home from school and either fall asleep at 4 p.m. or stay and stare at the ceiling till 6 p.m. and then fall asleep. Like it was really, really bad. And I don't think at the time I ever even realized how bad it was because I didn't understand what was going on. But I think certain things sophomore year really did end up affecting me more than I realized. I think like I don't know if quarantine actually did affect me that way or if that's like the only thing that I can remember to blame. But then I'm just like, wait, I can't really blame, can I? I don't know. Can I blame an epidemic for like me not being okay? We don't know. I think there were like signs that I wasn't well before that epidemic, but I just chose to be like, la li la li la. just wasn't well. Started drinking a lot, not taking care of myself, staying, one of the things that I think this is also another thing that now that I haven't really researched sleep, but I do understand how it truly does impact our like day-to-day lives. I would stay up till like 3 o'clock. Like during quarantine, my sleep schedule was stay up till 6, wake up, I think at like 7:45 or 8 to go on Zoom for school, and then sleep on the classes and like lunch break or whatnot. I don't remember the exact schedule. And then I think I would watch YouTube and Netflix and eat. I had it so good now that I'm thinking about it. That's what I did. And I was skinny. I swear on my life, like swear on my life, swear on my life, swear on my life. I am not saying that in like a, I was so skinny. I ate Takis with frosting, not actually, but I would like have a spoonful of frosting. My smoothie was a Capri Sun with frozen mangoes and like some, I think it was like some type of juice. I remember it being a Capri Sun, like the specific Capri Sun and mangoes. And then like the other foods I ate were frosting and Takis. Honestly, thank fucking God I gained weight. Thank God I gained weight. Now that I'm looking back, that was my diet. Ugh. No wonder I was fucking depressed. I didn't have a thing in sight to worry about. Got to sleep all the time, got to eat all the time, got to watch my favorite shows all the time. Didn't do school. I don't know how I passed. I barely probably did. Honestly, thinking back, like I did not do school well. I think the first thing that I would like actually say to my 17-year-old self would just, obviously I would want to say the things of like, love yourself, be kinder to yourself. But I think what I would genuinely say to that like person, you are okay. I'm not saying the circumstances are okay. I'm not saying the way you think it feels okay or is okay. I'm saying you are okay. Like you're not a problem to fix. You're not a problem in general. You are not bad. Sorry, I'm thinking. I think I would just be like, there's nothing wrong with you. There's truly nothing wrong with you. The feelings that you have about not being good enough or not being pretty enough or not being worthy enough, they're not true. That is just something that you just so happen to end up believing because of certain circumstances. You are just as good as every single person around you. Belief is a thing that you get to decide to do, even though it never actually feels like that. Like a belief that you have about yourself feels so real. But the good beliefs that you have about yourself, even though at the time I don't really believe I don't really think I actually ever did have a good belief about myself, but like that saying of treat yourself the way that you would treat your best friend, I think I would just look at myself and be like, let's think about that. Like, how do you talk to your best friend? Would you ever look at her and say the things that you say about yourself? And the answer would be no. And I'd be like, what? Like, so why do you think it's okay to talk to yourself? Because you're just as equal as that, even though, sure, like, you might have seen in some circumstances her get picked over you, or that person be known as better than you, or shitty things might have been said to you. But I think I would also just say to my 17-year-old self, like if she was genuinely sitting in front of me, you're never going to please anybody. And that's what you've spent the past however many years doing. Now you're stuck at a place where you're literally depressed because of it. You're so hurt because no matter how many people you can please, there's always going to be another person. And let's just think about this. You don't know your authentic self because you've put all of your authenticity and worth in other people's thoughts and words about you. So that's why you keep going back. Even though they hurt you, even though they keep saying mean things to you, even though they make you uncomfortable, they have opinions on who you are. So that's why you keep going back. You don't keep going back because you genuinely want to. You just think your worth is in their words. And that is not the case at all. Your worth is in your words and who you think you are. And I would literally be like, write every bad thing down that you think about yourself. Write it all down and look at what you're reading and genuinely tell me to my face right now if that's true. And I could promise you that version of myself would be like, no, it's not true. Even though it feels true, it sucks that it feels true, but it's not true. Sorry, my phone died. So I do forget what I was saying. Let me go back to what I would say. I know I was talking about worth. I think that I would just say like, you're sitting in your bed alone. And I still do this to this day, obviously. Nobody like always is thinking good about themselves. And if they are, I want to meet them and be like, what's your, what vibe? What's the vibe? You know, like tell me your therapist's name and what you do on a day-to-day basis, so like X, Y, and Z. I think it would just be like you're choosing to spend your time worrying about how people perceive you instead of how you perceive yourself. And that's why you're in the situation that you're in. And that's why you can't love yourself. It's because you're so focused on other people loving you. Now it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, of course you want people to love you. Like that's how we were all wired. In preschool or at a young age, our parents most likely told us like, hey, be this, talk like this, say this. I think in every single person, if I had an offspring, there would be a part of me that like realistically would be like, I hope they make me look better. Like not better. I hope they make me look good and make it look like I'm not like a fucked up parent. So we're kind of told like, hey, behave X, Y, and Z. From my observation, we're probably kind of built to be perceived a specific way. We all kind of are taught to look for that view on us instead of how we view ourselves. I feel like that's very normal. It's not an abnormal thing and it makes sense. But I think at a specific age, like there should be, is it the word autonomy? I think it is, of like, I think everybody should be able to kind of explore who they are. I don't know. I've always been attracted to people who are extremely like very, you know, kind of crazy, because to me, it kind of like, it's like, oh, you're so free in who you are. Like my 17-year-old self was so, I felt so confined of like, it was almost like I caged myself. Like Brittany Broski, I was like gnawing on the encaged closure, trying to get out, but I wouldn't allow myself to get out because of the opinions that I thought people would have on me. And in return, that ended up leading me to situations. One of my biggest things that I'm realizing is you truly do act out of your beliefs. Like every belief you have about yourself, if you feel unworthy, if you feel unloving, if you feel not good enough, or if you feel weird, you're gonna end up acting out of that like wound or core belief. When I was put into social situations or with a group of people, if I was under the influence, whatever it was, I would end up always acting out of those wounds of like, I need this validation from this person, of this like authentic version of myself that just wasn't authentic because I was most likely drunk and just being like crazy. Me caging myself in and me putting those restrictions on myself always came and bit me in the ass, because I had to free myself somehow. I had to let go, not feel so confined. The best way I can describe it is when you like panini press something, like you'll see the stuff in the panini press kind of like go out of the bread. That's what it was like for me. And so I think I would just tell my 17-year-old self, like, I understand you. Like you are understood. Your feelings are valid. And there's a difference, I think, between one of the things that I did when I was that age was I would 1000% victimize myself of being like, I'm the victim. Because I'm the problem and nobody likes me because I'm the problem. And there's a difference between doing that and being like, hey, your feelings are 1000% valid. But at the same time, like, you're not your thoughts. You are never going to be your thoughts unless you let them be you. Like, that is what's going to, if you let them have the control that you think that they have over you, that's what's gonna make you. When you have a thought that's bad, which I've had a million today, where I let it flow through and I'll get pissed off and I'll be like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I'm angry. I'm actually really fucking pissed off. Let me play Die on This Hill and cry. Like, I cried today to Die on This Hill. And that's okay. It's okay to actually have emotions. Like, thank fucking God somebody's showing emotions around here. God damn it, we're all fucking AI clowns at this point. I swear to God, take the shot. Have you seen that where it's like, no, you need to drink. That's how I feel sometimes with myself. Did I do everything I needed to do? I don't think so. No, I didn't. Let me go grab my eyebrow glue. H2O. I've got a special power that I'm not afraid to use. Come on, this is my adventure. That was really good. Lost my train of thought. But yeah, I would just be like, you are 1000% understood. Like, I understand the feelings that you have for yourself, and it sucks and it's not easy. And that feeling of never knowing if you're gonna be approved never gets easier, and it never gets better, and it never feels better. But the more that you get to like trust yourself, and I think I would also say to her, the reason why you try to control everything about yourself is because you have zero trust within yourself. And you have, yeah, shit, things have happened where you've lost control in your life, and that's probably why you started to control yourself. You aren't supposed to be controlled. You're not supposed to control yourself. You're supposed to admit to your actions and, you know, like take responsibility for your fuck ups and your rights, but learn to just love who you are and learn to love yourself. As hard as it seems, the more you do that, the more you're gonna let go of all of these problems that you have. The reason why you have all these problems is because you're so focused on others, and I know that seems important, and especially in high school, not real life. Like, I feel like looking back, it's just not real life at all. Like, you're with well, I only went to, my class was really small. It was 100, but I think 98. By the time I graduated, like, so many people ended up leaving. 2 people left. Sorry, that was a lot of people at the time. I think I would just be like, it's not gonna be easy, but at the same time, it will never, ever be easy, no matter what age you're at, because the older you get, the harder it gets. I swear on my life. I think I would just be like, stop begging for people's approval. You're never going to actually ever get it. If you get it for a split second, you're gonna have it for that split second, and then there's gonna be another situation or another person or another thing to prove. Prove it to yourself. But I would literally shake her and be like, you need to find a therapist that you love. I love my therapist. She's the best. I think I would just be like, you have wounds that suck, and you're valid for having those, but fix them and work on them and allow yourself to heal with them, and kind of spend time and spend energy really focusing on those things so that you let go of them and you're not living on these codependent ideas or thoughts that you have. Like, I think I would just be like, you're so much more than you think. And even though it is so hard for me to look back at photos of myself specifically at that age and like think highly of myself, just because I don't know if it's because I look back and I know exactly what I was going through, or if I look back and I'm just like, oh goddamn, like you caused a lot of shit that I'm now having to work through. I think I would just be like, you're so worthy and you have no idea. And what I'm learning now is the thing that I said about the belief thing. It's like, there could be at that age a version of myself who looked like me, talked and like had the same voice as me, had the same hair, eyes, whatever, but who had better beliefs about themselves. And I don't think anybody would ever guess that we were even related, because if that person had better beliefs, they would carry themselves differently, they would act differently, they would, you know, talk differently and socialize differently and treat themselves differently and do like habits differently and stuff. And that's what I'm realizing is like, it's not easy to change a belief at all. It's not like a woo, like I get to change this belief that I've struggled with for however many years. But it is one of those things of like, you can, like, I promise you on my life, if I can change the fact that I used to want to myself, sorry to put it bluntly, and I'm now here and I'm great and do not struggle with those things, and I got to the core issue of why I was thinking those things, like, you can change any belief. And I think I would just also be like, believe in yourself. Like, I understand there's so many reasons why you think you can't believe in yourself, but if you just sit and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I believe and you can do amazing and great things, you will prove those things to you. But because you're saying, I can't do anything good, I'm a fuck up, I'm this, I can't get good grades, I'm not good at sports, I'm not good at socializing, I'm not a good friend, I'm not a good daughter, I'm not a good sister, like whatever it was I was saying to myself, those, yes, you're going to get those same things in return because those are your beliefs. Where if you are choosing to believe like, prove to myself that I am good things, you're gonna get that in return. And by no means, again, is it easy. It's honestly probably harder, I think, than actually believing good things about yourself, because I think, I don't know where that actually comes from. I don't know why it's like all humans are kind of just designed to think badly of themselves. Maybe it's because we watch other people do that we think that we should do that. Because if you think about it, like that saying of the 5 people that you hang around, you're going to become, that's true. If I were to go hang out with 5 drug addicts, or what is it, I'd become the 6th? I would most likely become the 6th. If I were to go hang out with, let's think of something. What should I think of? Oh yeah, like if I were to become friends with 5 makeup gurus, I'd become the 6th makeup guru, because that's who I'm around. And I think that also has to do with ourself too, is like what we think we become. So when we're thinking good, we're gonna become good. And I'm not saying that I wake up every single morning and I'm just like, the birds are chirping and the sun is shining. No, that's not what I'm saying. I don't think that's what a good life is. I think a lot of people think like we have to be that. I think good living is genuinely like allowing ourselves to be human and feeling pain, but at the end of that pain, switching it around to be like, hey, this is something I'm struggling with, but I have the security in myself to, handle it. Which I never thought I could do. I like always was dependent on somebody else to handle my problems for me, because I never thought I was going to be able to handle them myself. I didn't think I was strong enough. But through situations and through looking at myself every single day and just being like, you can do this, like you're good, and doing things that I love. Like I take probably 2 baths a day just because it calms me down, and it's probably not going to be like that forever, and I'm probably not going to meditate forever, or like do X, Y, and Z forever, but those are things that help me. Like I would say, like, to my 17-year-old self, you know exactly what you want to do. I knew exactly what I wanted to do, but I didn't do it because I was so scared of what other people were going to think. That problem is never going to go away. It still occurs on an every single day basis of like, wait, but this person said this about me one time, so I can't do that. Or when that thought comes up, genuinely, when you can catch it and just be like, damn, I'm happy I caught that. And like, now I understand why I didn't do X, Y, and Z in the past, because that's a thought that came up when I thought of doing that. That makes a lot of sense, right? Another thing I would say is like, you're not other people's opinions. And I've been thinking a lot about authenticity recently. I don't know if I fully understand it. I don't know if it's just like you are authentic because you do what you feel is right for you. I think that's what it is. If it's just like an everyday, you kind of figure it out along as you go, or you kind of like just embody it. I don't know what it is. I'm figuring it out. I think it is just like you do what you feel is right for you, and that's how you become authentic. I think I would just like be like, you don't even have to figure out who your authentic version of yourself is. Just have fun with your life right now. And that seems like such a like a weird, not a weird statement, just like oh, of course you would say that statement. Oh, I had it so good. Me riding around in that fucking Jeep Sahara that I had makes me horny thinking about it. That Jeep was awesome. I don't know, I would just be like, the reason why you think the way that you do is because you just want to be wanted and want yourself. That's gonna fix it. Nobody's opinion of you is gonna fix anything, ever. The amount of situations I would be like, this situation has happened where the X, Y, and Z has told you that you're the greatest and you're this and you're this and you're this. And then there's been other situations where people have told you that you're nothing. And you're going to spend the next 4 years of your life focusing on the nothing instead of the great. Like, so that's what listening to other people's opinion is going to get you. Promise. And I'm not saying, again, it's not easy, because I wake up every single day and I'm just like, I wonder what did they think of me when they met me? I actually enjoy thinking about this stuff. Sorry, sue me. Sue me. I like thinking about what people care. I like thinking about how people think about me. It might be bad, but I think when you find enough sense of safety in yourself, which is another thing that I would tell my 17-year-old self, is like, holy shit. The only reason why you're reacting to things the way that you do and you're doing the things that you're doing is because you feel zero safety in yourself, because the only times that you're alone You're thinking horrible things about yourself. That's why you're not safe. That's why you'll never feel safe. And I would be like, I'm sorry you were shown by other people that you were not safe, but that does not mean that you can't fix that within yourself, because that's the only time that you're realistically ever gonna feel safe in your life. That's what I would say. Sorry, I'm gonna put some silver glitter. I think I'm gonna go for this one. And then I'm gonna do like a wing, like the dark liner. I think I'm gonna do like very limited, but I do just want to use this glitter very badly. I think after strangling and beating the shit out of my 17-year-old self, that's the things I would say to her. I think I would just be like, I love you so much. Like, I'm so sorry for everything that you're going through. And I know it truly feels like the end of the world, and the easier way out feels like actually ending your world. You're so strong. I would literally just be like, you have no idea how capable you are. And I think I put too much glitter on. Oh no. One of the things I'm learning is like how there's no difference between somebody successful and somebody not successful. It's genuinely just how that person used the same brain that the unsuccessful person got, if that makes sense. Like, that might be a very black and white way of thinking about it, but I do believe we were all kind of given the same brain. A lot of us just grew up in circumstances where we were taught very limiting things. Oh, that's another thing that I would say is like, all the limits that you have are because people taught you them. Like, if you were surrounded by people who were like, you're gonna become rich and like, you're gonna become the hottest person ever and the most confident person ever, that's most likely who I would have become at the age of 17, if those are the things that were taught to me. And I'm not blaming anybody. Like, I loved my parents to death, and they actually were people who like taught me that I could do anything that I ever wanted to do in my entire life. And like, my dad always made sure I knew that, and so did my mom and stuff. I would literally be like, the only difference between you and certain people that you think you'll never be able to achieve their coolness or their vibe is because they encouraged themselves or were encouraged to be that. Does that make sense? Like, what you tell yourself and what you're told you believe, and so that's what you become again. The limits of what you can't become also play a huge part on who you become. So I think I would just be like, I would tell my 17-year-old self, write down everything that in your dream world you would want to become. If you could become it today, write it all down, look at everything, and I think I would be like, every day work on becoming that, because you can. The only thing that's stopping you is the thoughts of other people and the people who told you you couldn't be that or limited you to those things. And think through that. Think through why and how much that affected you, of what, like, the limits that people gave you. Think of how bad it hurt. Think of the reasons why it hurt and why it's still stuck with you, and set yourself free from those things. And even if it takes a year, it takes a year. God forbid. Like, allow yourself time to heal from those things. It's not going to happen overnight. And I think that there are people who can do that stuff overnight. I'm not putting that pressure on myself. I put too much pressure on myself for other things already. Like, I'm not doing that. Actually, I think I do that sometimes, but that's okay. Like, there are certain things I know that I can change overnight if I truly wanted to change them overnight. And it's just up to me, which is the best part. It's not up to anybody else the way you live your life. Ever. I've seen this, like, there's one specific person that I know who realistically has it all. Has a job, she has the career, she has the life, the friends, the money, like, has it all. And she is the person that I've never seen more people talk shit about in my entire life. And it sucks to see, because then when you're in those situations, you're like, wait, if I become that, or if I become successful, and when I want to become successful, and or if I become friends with the people I want to become friends with, or whatever it is, like, if I do that, I'm going to be talked bad about. Yeah, fuck it. God damn it, fuck it. And fuck them, because obviously there is something that happened with them, or something that they don't have that that person has that they want, and that's why they're talking shit about it. Any person who is going to talk shit is deeply insecure. If you look on the internet and scroll through TikTok comments, you can go and click on obviously the accounts of like the mean comments. It's usually like a 45-year-old man or woman who's like at home. And that's like really fucking embarrassing if you think about it. Like, what did they do that like What? I need to continue this makeup. Okay, I'm gonna draw out black under eye. I also have my niece's like 3rd birthday tomorrow, so if I show up to this thing and I like have, you know, the like what is it, the remnants, I'm gonna be like, hey people, hey people. Yeah, that person, the person that was like hey people, also has 2 women that wrote album. Why am I being mean? Sorry, I just think that's funny because I've been listening to Short and Sweet a lot. Just like, wow, hey people. Every single time Sabrina Carpenter pops up and like it's like Dumb and Poetic, I'm like, hey people. Like I say it to myself in the car and it genuinely like lights up my heart. John, let's listen to Dumb and Poetic.
Dumb and poetic, that's what I fall for. Communication, but baby,
oh, I'm supposed to smudge it out. Oh hell no. Yes though, yes this. Went off the book. Sorry, I thought this would be cool. I gotta clear my eye. I look like I'm in the 80s. Is it crazy? I think it kind of looks cool. Obviously, I don't know if I would like wear this out specifically anywhere, but I think it looks really cool. Like I really like it. I feel like I need to put like on like a really cool outfit. Oh, my camera's gonna die again. Dakota Johnson dating singer Dakota Johnson and role model seen holding hands in Los Angeles. 11/11. Wow, that if that's not a sign from the universe that they're meant to be. We're about to have a fire album to listen to. Thank God. Thank God. Let me charge, and I'll be right back. Yes, sorry. I'm calling you back because I just wanted to officially say goodbye. I did wash off the makeup, and the only thing about doing the glitter, sorry, I'm trying to find a movie to watch while my sheets dry because I'm washing them right now. I feel like the only thing that actually helps get the glitter off my face, because when I wash it off, it goes on my face. It's like a face mask, so I put this one on. My sheets are drying right now, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Oh my gosh. Oh wait. I know. I need to show you my bedazzled lighter. Let me get it. This is it. It actually didn't turn out bad. The only thing is like the stuff is kind of falling off of it a little bit, but it's cute, right? Yes, I love it. I love it. But first snow day tomorrow, I hope. I hope it actually snows, but I'll FaceTime you then. Thank you, doll. I kind of want a fake tan. Now it's like kind of against what's going on with Mother Nature right now, but I feel like that's what's going on inside me. Vibes. Fuck, that was vibes. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to find a movie to watch. I haven't found a good one in a really long time, so I'm gonna try to find one. And then I'm going to lights out this birch. Okay, baby.